All right, welcome everybody. This is Professor Chuck Conkle with TechScope Tuesday. I have with me Bret Krebeck from IT department here at Rock Valley College. Bret, how you doing today?
Great. How you doing, Chuck?
Doing great, doing great. Looks like we're
Great.
going to be getting a little bit of cold and snow weather, I heard. I believe the last weather report anyway. So we're getting some cold weather.
Little changes on the way. I was wearing shorts yesterday, but maybe that's done now.
Yeah, definitely. I think we're done with shorts for a while, or not. So if you like cold weather with shorts, you might like cold weather with shorts. I don't know. Well, a couple housekeeping things I want to let everybody know about. November 18th is a Wednesday. I'll try to show it on the screen here. There's a 3D printing demonstration going to be on campus in the Student Center from 6 to 8. This gentleman's been here before, and I recommend everybody to go there. Whoops, lost my screen here. There we go, now I'm back. Try it again. I recommend everybody to go there to sign up at myrvc.org. You can find out more information. But he's going to be printing a prototype during the demo, and pretty awesome. He answers questions. He came here in April 2013, did a great job. The other one is the Hour of Code. Hour of Code coming December 12th. It's on a Saturday from 8:30 or 8 o'clock in the morning until 12:30 in the afternoon. And it's a nationwide challenge for everybody to try coding for an hour. And so you can go to myrvc.org to sign up for that as well. And it's really easy coding, from creating like a Flappy Birds type game, dragging blocks, programming logic. And you can literally, from 4 years old to 104, you can take these coding challenges called Hour of Code. The website that promotes Hour of Code is code.org. Code.org. President Obama, Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, just to name a few of the big celebrity names that are a part of pushing this for people to, young people specifically, to get involved in coding, because if we want to keep up with the world when it comes to technology and be ahead of the game, we need to have more programmers. And so who knows, you might love it. You might get involved with it and really love programming. I know I do. So anyway, let's jump right into interviewing Bret. Now, Bret, you want to tell us your position here at RVC?
Yeah, certainly. I am a IT systems administrator, and I basically take care of determining what systems need to be purchased, acquiring them, configuring, installing.
Sure.
And I work predominantly with telephony, wireless, digital signage, and then most recently the mass alert technologies at Rock Valley.
And how many years have you been here, Bret?
Well, I've been here for about 17 years.
17 years. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you moved from Florida, is that correct? Or
That is correct.
Okay. So I remember some things.
Yeah. I remember it very clearly. One day we were swatting mosquitoes, taking down the Christmas tree, and then 5 days later we were shoveling 3 feet of snow. So
yeah, you remember that. Yeah, that sticks with you, that's for sure. So describe, as far as, I know you already described a little bit about what you do. What's your most rewarding part of your job that you do on a daily basis that you really get a lot out of, that you do, maybe not every day, but when you get a chance, you really love doing it?
Well, a couple things. One is I do enjoy a challenge. I enjoy troubleshooting issues that we can resolve, obviously,
Sure.
with what we have. And then secondarily, I love the idea of determining needs for new technologies, and then finding solutions that fit those needs.
Sure. Now, I know you've got some new technologies here on campus. You probably can't share all of them. Some of them in R&D, I'm guessing. But some of the new things maybe that students aren't aware of that they should be aware of. Can you tell some students some of the things that they probably need to be aware of that they're not, that might help them with their day in and day out walk here on Rock Valley?
Absolutely. I real quickly start with our new mass alert technologies that we've adopted. we're working with a company called Alertus, and Alertus is integrating the Rock Valley College Mass Alert systems so that when we send messaging, it goes out quickly and concisely. And we have a lot of endpoints for anybody on the community here on the college campus and beyond, that they'll be notified. And many students are aware of the good old RVC alerts they can sign up for.
Right.
And this system will actually integrate that effort with many other endpoints like phones and digital signage and the tornado roof siren, and also computer pop-ups in the labs.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that. Yeah, because it basically indicates that we care about the students and the staff here.
Sure.
And that we want them to be safe. So we have multiple ways for them to be alerted about multiple different types of events.
Definitely. Now I know that you're pretty much the Wi-Fi guy. You set up a lot of the Wi-Fi access points. You're kind of over that. As far as if you were to recommend to a new student on campus, which one of the SSIDs, which one of the Wi-Fi access points do you recommend them trying first and then second, and so on and so forth? And so if you want to explain that real quick.
Yeah, I will preface this by saying that we do have an RVC Wi-Fi access page. So if you do go to the public website, you can go in the search box and type Y-Fi Wi-Fi and search.
Okay.
And it will bring up the Wi-Fi access page, and there's a lot of good information in there.
Okay.
But for students, two things to remember: if you have like a Droid or an iOS device, it's relatively easy to set up for Wi-Fi. And these things happen, huh? We're going to have to let that go. Stand by.
That's fine. You can just turn your phone back to landscape again. That'd be great.
Yep. Can you see me now?
Just turn your phone back to landscape again.
Okay. Yeah, I'm working on that. It's actually still trying to get this call. So we'll be done in a moment.
That's fine.
There we go.
Perfect. We're back.
Sorry for that interruption. Yeah. So, yeah, basically with the Wi-Fi, check the Wi-Fi access page. But if you're a student, the easiest way to connect with a Droid or iOS device is by connecting to the RVC SSID.
Okay, great.
And when you configure your device, just don't use any certificates. Just use your first name or your S number, that is, and your password, like you would log into a machine on campus.
Right.
That's probably the easiest way to go, because it stays persistent in your device and you'll have to continue to log in. If you have a harder device to configure, you may want to choose the RVC Easy Web Access, which is a web page based way to connect in and put in your username and password.
Great. Awesome. I know a lot of students ask sometimes, and I thought I would ask you while I've got you with us. I know we've got some connected users here. If you guys do have any questions for Bret as I'm interviewing him, you can definitely ask them, and we'll try to answer them here while we're connected. If we don't answer them while we're connected here on Periscope, we'll definitely answer back to you pretty quick. So let's get into some fun stuff now. Let's see. Favorite movie. I know I gave you a little time today to think about that. In fact, about maybe 5 minutes. And by the way, Bret, while you're thinking of it, somebody just thanked you for answering the questions. A lot of the questions that you answered were helpful to students on Wi-Fi. A lot of them are saying that they really liked it. So what's your favorite movie that of all time, that if you were to say, hey, it's Saturday, you're home by yourself, maybe, because it might be a movie your wife doesn't like to watch with you or your kids, but it's your movie. You love this movie. So what movie would that be, you think?
Well, that is probably the toughest question to answer, because I usually don't watch a movie more than once because life's too short.
Sure.
But one that actually comes to mind that really sticks out in the last few decades of watching movies would be Avatar.
Avatar. Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah. I really like the CGI in that. I like the storyline. It was simple, but it was delivered very effectively. So if I had to pick one for all time, I'd say that'd be it.
Avatar's a great movie. Now, as far as music, let's talk about that. If I was to grab your phone or your iPod or your whatever it is you listen to music with, what is it I would find on that device that you listen to a lot? What is it we would find?
Yeah, I don't own a lot of movies, so I just use the free streaming like the Spotify
Sure.
and Pandora and Intune and stuff.
Right.
But basically, Christian contemporary rock
Okay.
would be one, and then it'd be tempered with some old classic rock. So,
There you go.
yeah.
Hey, that's a good mix there. That's a real good
Yeah.
mix. As far as hobbies, outdoor hobbies, what I know you named a few here for me. What are some that you love to do throughout the year? Just go ahead and name them and why you love to do it.
Yeah, weather permitting, we love camping and hiking. If we can't get away, we'll go disc golfing or walking locally. And most recently, last week, in fact, we were out in West Virginia. We did some geocaching.
Now, what is that?
And well, geocaching is pretty cool. I'm new to the game, but
Okay.
it's been out there for years. And it's basically where you get some tips on where a cache or a little treasure is hidden.
Right.
You might get some GPS coordinates. You may get some verbal clues as to where it is. You may have to drive to it. You may have to hike to a trailhead. You may have to hike from the trailhead on a trail. And then you're looking for a little treasure. You find the box or whatever it is. You open it up. There's a logbook in there. You write down your name and the date and stuff. And there's some tokens in the cache. And you can leave one and take one or just check them out. And then you seal it back up, put it where you found it. And maybe go online and log in and say, hey, I found it. It was hard to find or this or that. And it was quite a lot of fun. We only found about 50% of what we were looking for. But we have a new motto: hiking with a purpose.
Hiking with a purpose. I like that. Geocaching. That sounds like a lot of fun. Now, do you use just compasses, I'm guessing, with that? Or do you use or do you use your phone? Or what do you use? Or directions, or whatever?
I'm pretty new, but yeah, we use a variety of devices.
Okay.
We used our car GPSs to get us in the general location.
Gotcha.
And we hopped out with an older GPS that had a pedestrian mode, so that it was tracking us slower.
Sure.
And if we were in a Wi-Fi cellular data zone, we use our smartphones.
There you go.
Yeah, the most challenging thing though was slipping in and out of the coverage zones in West Virginia.
Right.
And the area we were at was predominantly AT&T, and we just had Verizon.
Okay.
So we lost cellular data connectivity. So we really had to use our clues.
Yeah.
We had to use our GPS coordinates and hunt for it that way. So it's a lot of fun. If anybody hasn't tried that, just go on to geocaching.com. You can read an introduction about it. It's a lot of fun.
I will definitely do that. That sounds really interesting. Now, if students want to get a hold of you, what's the best way they can do that, Bret?
I think the best option is for them to email me at my college email address. That's b.krebeck.valleycollege.edu. And our website, you can look up all the employees and their emails on how to get a hold of them. And I'll get back to you as soon as I can with pertinent information.
Sounds great. Well, hey, Bret, I appreciate you being with me today and sharing some time and listening about that geocaching. That sounds pretty cool. So we'll talk to you later. If anybody needs any information about IT, specifically with Wi-Fi or anything networking, Bret's more than welcome to answer any questions you guys might have. So thanks, Bret. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Chuck. Have a good day.
All right. Bye-bye.